What's up, everybody? Welcome back to FirehouseHeavyweights TV. Today, we're going to react to Warren, Michigan police officers, how they literally risked their lives to go rescue this teenage kid, maybe he was younger than that, from a live wire. So, we're going to react to this because, as heroic as this was super awesome, but it was also extremely dangerous and possibly more dangerous than maybe the officers may have anticipated. So I want to run through this and give you some tips to think about if you ever find yourself in this situation, whether this is one of your kids, whether it's yourself, whether it's a couple coworkers or friends, or you guys are out somewhere and a situation like this happens. And it's also going to explain in certain car accidents and things like that, when people crash, say, into electric poles, why first responders are not very quick to go approach. So without further ado, let's go get into this video.
Jacob! Keep coming.
Let's start from the beginning. Alright, there we go. Usually at the start of body cam footage, you don't hear any sound for the 30 seconds because once they click record, it records usually about 30 seconds prior to them clicking, and that's usually why there's no sound associated with it. I'm sure you guys knew that, but just a quick.
Charlie, give me an ambulance.
Shit. Stay back. Where's the wire?
Right there, dude. Right in front
Come
of your
here.
face.
Is that the one right in front of you?
Yes, this one right here.
Get it, buddy. Come here. Buddy, come here.
Come here. Don't touch him. He might still be alive, Dave.
All right, I'm gonna.
Wow. Yeah. You can see him thinking too. Because he wants to rush in, but there's a live wire. I honestly don't even see where the live wire is, but the way they have everything marked off, it kind of tells you don't come close. Even as close as this is sectioned off for where this little boy is at, the actual danger may be even further than what is actually taped off here. But let's continue watching.
I gotta get him, right?
You heard him, right? He had that kind of inner dialogue. I gotta get him. The other officer said, you can't, because they know the dangers of this. And even if you don't fully know the danger, most of the time, the fire department is usually who comes and deals with this. And even then, the fire department many times will call the electric company, or PD might call the electric company for whatever area, whatever services that area, to come turn off electricity to that certain thing because of something I'm going to touch on about what's called touch potential and step potential. And I made a whole separate video, but let's watch through this. I'm going to stop interrupting so much, and I'm going to talk about it a little after.
Stay right.
That right there was dangerous. That was it.
Jacob. Keep coming. Watch it. Yeah. You there, buddy?
We're still breathing.
Hey, buddy. Stay there, buddy. Come on. Hey, bud.
Get him in a position.
No, he's yeah. Hold on. Just hold on. Hey, buddy. Take the backpack off. Yeah.
Get back. There's a wire here.
Get back.
No, we're out there.
Let's get him. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, our suspect's running back eastbound, just so you guys know.
Hey, buddy. Do you know where you are?
Eastbound, the 2 blocks up.
You just saw him?
Yes, he just ran eastbound 2 blocks up.
Come on, bud.
Already breathing, that's good.
He is breathing.
All right, buddy, we got it.
We're confirming just one child.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, bud.
That's so nice to hear that kid breathing, man. That's that's such a relief. Whether he's snoring or not, that's such a relief.
Okay, it's okay. Okay, bud. What's your name? Yeah. We're with you, buddy. We're with you, okay? Okay. Yeah.
Blake, do you know this gentleman too? Are they brothers?
Everybody's radio down.
Blake Hall.
Day 50 is our ETA on fire. We need to just take them.
You just want to get him in?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Well,
Come on. He's breathing. So.
yeah.
He is breathing.
3 to 5 minutes.
3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, bring me a car real quick. Let's bring a car real quick, because he could have
Hey Blake, it's
Fractures,
Mr.
yep.
Schneider. You all right? Blake, it's Mr. Schneider. All right.
He's got to be pretty close to his school. The fact that this Mr. Schneider guy knew who he was and how quick he got there. So I'm assuming this is walking distance from the school.
Give me one more just to help. I got you. 1, 2, 3.
Motor 1, start at 212. Shut down the intersection.
Yep, there it is. There's a school back there.
All the way north on Prospect 412.
Yeah, Maine.
Going to Maine. St. John, Maine.
Going to St. John, Maine.
Want to stay here with him? Yeah. One more. Get one more back there with him.
Yep, there's a school right there. Wow, so this happened pretty close to school grounds. There was a live wire down.
I'm with you.
Must go to Maine.
Which way are they going, St. John,
Let's
Maine?
go 8 Mile.
Take Shaner 8 and go.
Everyone's doing east.
Or you can go Shaner all the way to 7, then left. 7 turns into Morass.
You 11 will cover 18.
This is pretty awesome that they're taking them themselves. As much as I would prefer to see them wait for the paramedics to get there, at the same time, you never know what's actually going on with the kid. Because the fact that he was electrocuted, and I've talked about this kind of stuff before on this channel, at least here on YouTube, because I know today I'm streaming also on Facebook and Instagram, that an electric current passing through you will affect how your heart is pumping and stuff, because your heart itself can create its own electricity, and that's why it's able to stay on pace when it's beating. That's the whole purpose of a pacemaker when people have them put in. They get a pacemaker because their own heart is not... There's certain portions of the heart, like certain special cells that are called pacemaker cells, may not be working as optimally as they used to. So now they have an external pacemaker that's put inside of them to try to keep the heart on point. So this is awesome though that they're taking them right away.
Bravo 50, sir.
Bravo 50, what route? Bravo 50, going south on Shaner. See you at 7 Mile.
Did you say Shaner?
Shaner to 7 Mile.
Let them know severe burns to his hands.
Confirm, we got somebody along the scene. Keep those wires safe. D50 is still here. I just got flagged down by several residents.
Severe burns to his hands makes me think there's a possibility that this kid may have picked it up, but still not enough information about the live wire to really make that determination that he just went and grabbed the live wire. Because I'm sure maybe that's not what happened. Maybe it was already down on the ground, or maybe it was dangling. But if it was down on the ground, we're going to talk about a little bit about step potential. I'll explain a little bit. So pretty much step potential. Let me just finish the video. I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Let me just finish the video.
And our domestic subject is running eastbound back towards that house.
Yes, you can just go 7 Mile, make a left on 7. 7 turns right into Morass. Yep.
Watch out for this red car.
Crown 50, look at it. Come on, pull down.
Hey, buddy.
Blake! Blake! You okay? There you go. Open your eyes. I know it hurts. I know, brother. I know. We're at the hospital. We're going to the hospital. All right. These are good. This is good. This is excellent. All right.
You're good, buddy.
You're good, brother.
Let it out. Let it out.
Detroit's gonna.
What's awesome about these officers is how they understand it, and I'm sure either Warren PD or these officers individually have some kind of medical training, because in any kind of situation like this, especially when they're traumatic, when it's something like this where there's such a high likelihood of someone actually being killed, crying is such a good sign that they're alive, that they're breathing, there's nothing obstructed because they're able to do it. For example, if someone is choking, a way I know if someone is choking is if they can't make any noise. If they can't make any noise, their windpipe, what we call the trachea, is literally blocked. So they literally cannot move any air in or out. But if you're able to scream, cry, cuss, spit, things like that, well, I don't know about spit so much, but at least those other ones, then I know you have a clear enough airway that you can still breathe and stay alive. All right, let's continue. Excuse me.
Okay, bud. All right.
Crown 50, turn down 7 miles. East down 7 miles. East down 7 miles.
I know it hurts.
All right, buddy. We're going to the hospital. Okay?
Hey, Blake, what's your mom's name?
Everyone go again.
Another big bump, baby.
He's probably too scared right now and in pain. Maybe not super excruciating. Well, I'm not him, so I don't know if it was super excruciating. But he's not. He's super amped up and scared right now to really answer any questions and stuff, But that's fine as long as he's crying. As long as he's crying.
Blake Hall.
Blake Hall. Blake Hall.
All right. Okay, all right.
HALL. Try and call.
Somebody from the school closed with no power. The family here. You can call down the phone.
Okay, Blake.
He's starting to give it a rest. See that he's getting tired of the crying. He's good. He's starting to come around. Oh yeah, those are some gnarly burns on his hands right there. Wow. You guys see that? Wow. I don't know why at first I saw that. I thought that was maybe a glove or something, but that is like some full thickness burns right there. The thing with full thickness burns, when it burns all the way through and possibly even into your bone, you won't even feel that. Because at that point, all the nerves are burnt. But this may not be that deep. So usually real quick reference difference between first, second, and third degree burns. First degree, it's like if you spill hot liquid or something on your hands, they start to bubble up, right? No, not even bubble up. They just turn red, kind of like a sunburn. That would be like first degree. Second degree would be like if you pour hot liquid and you get a little bubbling and stuff. Then there's like 2 degrees of second degree, but that's pretty much the gist. When you start getting painful bubbles and blisters and that's second degree. And third degree is just so charred and burnt that there's just no feeling in it because it burnt through everything, all the nerves and everything.
We got you, buddy.
We got you, buddy. So,
We got you. I know. I know. Try to take nice deep breaths, Blake. Here you go. You're in the police car, buddy. You're in the police car. We're with the police, all right? We're gonna go to the hospital, okay? Hold on. We're going in.
My biggest thing I'm trying to understand right now is where this wire was that he was able to reach up and grab it like that, but was in the middle of the street. You know? But they noticed as soon as they walked up on scene, the officers, that there was a live wire down on the ground. I'm going to have to go back to it to try to see it because I personally did not see. I know that they said the live wire was in that area and they blocked it off, but I really didn't actually see it there, so we'll see.
The hospital. Almost there.
I know. You're all right. You're okay.
Once you go in there, you break up.
Here we are, Blake. We're at the hospital, okay?
Here, buddy.
We're at the hospital, buddy.
About to get out, okay?
Okay. Hey. Come on.
Oh, he's burnt out.
And I think that's pretty much the end of it right there of this. Let's see how
Pull out
much
his
more
pants,
goes.
man.
I know, man.
Yep, that was the end of the body cam footage right there. So yeah, that was pretty tough to watch. Now, what I kept talking about earlier with the step potential and touch potential. I made a video maybe a couple months back on my YouTube channel called How to Avoid Electrocution After a Car Crash, because you guys should definitely go check it out as well, because it was pretty much talking about, well, it was a reaction to a car accident. And in this specific video that I'm referencing to, a young lady was driving with a friend in the car. They hit one of those power boxes, those electrical boxes that are usually like in corners of streets and stuff. So they hit, and the whole car's electrified. The ground gets electrified. And a lot of people don't, it's kind of hard to conceptualize, and even it is for me still, to just even picture that the ground that you step on can become electrified. When someone's inside of a car, right? The because the tires are rubber, it it creates like a buffer where you're not going to get electrocuted. So when it happening to this young lady in this video, um, she went to go try to push the. She had the intent of getting out and push the car off the electrical box, and then they just drive home on their merry way. What happened was, soon as she stepped out, holding on to uh, the car and holding on and then touching the ground at the same time, it created this thing called step potential. So pretty much electricity, kind of like water and osmosis and things like that, likes to travel to the path of least resistance, right? So there's no electricity on the car, but there's electricity in the ground. What's connecting the car to the ground right now? It's the girl. So as soon as she stepped, all that electricity passed through her because it was the path of least resistance, instantly killed her. Very sad what happened, but it's something very important to understand because this can happen with both touching and stepping. So in that video, and I should have pulled it up so you guys can see it. When a live wire touches the ground, you got to picture like a ring, like a giant ring with different. I don't know what that not lollipop, but that popsicle um, that has like a bunch of different colors. Like if you were to bite straight into the middle, you'll have like 5 different layers. So it's almost like that. The closer you are to the center of like where the source is, the higher the electricity is. And the further away you go, the less it is. Anytime you transfer from say we are standing on a spot. Hold on, let me play this a little bit to get these guys where they're at, so you can see where they are. To kind of put this into reference.
Stay back. Where's the wire? Where's the wire?
All right. So let's picture this person right here, without the shirt. Assume that circle okay, let's pretend the kid down on the ground is clearly where the center of the electrical event happened. Let's say that where this person is standing at, because I'm still not good with understanding the difference between amps and voltage and things like that. So I'm gonna assume amps, right? Because I'm pretty sure amps is what kills people. Let's assume if this was a circle, kind of like rings on a planet and stuff, that the amps on where he's touching right now is 15. And the next step he's about to go touch is 10. As soon as both of his feet are touching on 2 separate amp levels, he's gonna get electrocuted because it's gonna try to travel to the position of least resistance electricity. So 10 has less than 15, if I think that's the numbers I just said. So he's gonna feel the electricity. Now it's a difference if he were to shuffle, because that's how they teach you if you're in a situation like that to get out. Either you bunny hop or you shuffle to get out. That way you're not creating step potential. You're not creating a difference in amperage whenever you're walking in order not to get electrified. All right, so let's see right here.
Right there, right
Come here. Is that the one right in front of you?
Yes, this one right here.
Get it, buddy, come here. Buddy, come here.
Come here. Don't touch him. He might still be live, Dave.
So he said it might still be live. So earlier I mentioned this was dangerous because remember the thing I was just telling you about? And on that video I was just talking about the last one. It has a whole what's the word I'm looking for? It has a whole graphic, a little visual that you can see, so you can clearly see what I'm talking about, the difference. But let's fast forward a little bit.
All right, I'm gonna, yeah. I gotta get him, right? I gotta get him.
Right there. You guys saw the step he took. That big step, that was already dangerous. Because you don't know how far this electricity is traveling. All right, so he has his feet one place. Okay, so that was a little safer, but still, that could have been really bad because now that was a huge distance. You know, when it comes to the whole amperage thing for step potential, that he could have gotten himself killed right in that moment.
Stay right there. Grab him, take him. Take him. Take him. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming.
See, even the other officer too, just the big steps that they're taking, trying to get out of out of that place as fast as they can. It's still very dangerous. I'm very glad everybody here was okay. I'm glad the officers were okay, and I mean, shout out to them for real because a lot of people would not have even attempted to get in there. And who knows how long that kid was being electrocuted. There's a possibility if they didn't intervene at that time, he for sure excuse me. He for sure could have passed away from that. Now something I want to bring up to you guys is for me, I got into this line of work, into firefighting and being a paramedic because of my kids, right? And watching this video for me, it kind of triggers me a little bit because my boys are teens as well. And this can easily happen because they walk home and stuff, walk to their friend's house, and I don't really think they don't really understand the whole thing with electricity and touch potential and step potential. And it's the same thing with a whole lot of people, a whole lot of adults. I mean, I just learned about this not even that long ago, a couple months back. Of course, I'm sure they would know not to touch a live wire, but you never know. Kids are curious, and it doesn't mean that wire was even arcing or anything like that. It could have just looked like it was off or something and it was completely electrified. And that's probably what got that poor kid. Now, I want to talk to you guys about an ebook that I put together, and it's called Emergency Medical Tips for Everyday People. And I just want you to watch this video, and I'm going to talk about it a little more. About is hurt or is sick, and you have no idea what to do, you're not alone. Most people freeze up in emergencies, unsure of the best way to help until paramedics arrive. But what if you could be prepared? What if you had the knowledge and skills to make a difference in those critical moments? Imagine for a second, your child choking on a piece of food, your partner having an allergic reaction out of nowhere. What do you do in those moments? These are just a few countless scenarios that happen every day all across America, and knowing what to do can literally be life-saving. Introducing Emergency Medical Tips for Everyday People, your essential guide to handling medical emergencies with confidence. This comprehensive ebook that I put together empowers you to become a hero in your own home, equipped with the Sorry about that, guys. I just had some technical difficulties there. For whatever reason, the entire program just shut down that I'm using for streaming. But luckily, I'm back here. But anyway, what I was talking about this ebook before it all disconnected and everything froze up is that this ebook is created for people, from parents, people who work in education, if you work in construction, factory work, warehouse work, bus driver. If you are anywhere, and my biggest thing was being able to help my kids um, whenever something happened, whether it was in the house or somewhere else, because I know there have been times, even for other people, and not necessarily my kids. And I'm very glad and very thankful that God has blessed me and my family so much that this stuff hasn't really happened to us much. But it's always been the anticipation and hearing other people, and seeing it happen to other families as well, is when there's an actual emergency happening with one of your kids, to know whether you really have an emergency right now or whether I can just take them to urgent care or call the nurse hotline or something like that. Because I know there's a lot of people who, um, whether it's just the bill of an ambulance, which is usually pretty high, that they kind of want to avoid that, or that it may not necessarily fit into their financial situation at the moment. But that's my dog, Jake. The mailman just came by and he just threw me off. Uh, but yeah, so that's pretty much why I wrote this ebook, so I can share with you guys who may be on the same boat uh, tips and tricks that I use every day as a paramedic, every day at work, that can really help give you peace of mind if you ever find yourself in a situation, whether it's your kids, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your parents, whatever it is, friends and family. So make sure you go check that out. I'm going to put that in the description below so you can go check it out. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Make sure you drop a comment. Let me know what you thought about this video, about this live stream, and what are your thoughts with how the officers responded in the situation. Um, so yeah, guys, I'll see you around. I'm going to go have some lunch. Peace.